Goes down the line to the congestion. McDonald's, strong as always.
There's depth on the kick. McDonald, mopped up by McDonald.
He's been good in defence, McDonald.
I reckon something big has changed in 2024, and that's your return to the back line.
Yep.
First of all, what were those early discussions like when that decision was made?
Yeah, that was like a conversation at the end of last year. We always have our exit interviews, exit meetings, that sort of thing. And I think I might have raised it. I just said, look, if there's an opportunity to train down back a little bit, if it gives me more of an opportunity to play next year. And it was sort of started off as a discussion as playing both ends maybe, depending on where there was a need week to week. And that's where it sort of started. And then they said, well, let's give you a couple of weeks training there, a couple of weeks up forward, and we'll sort of reassess after Christmas. And after Christmas, pretty much stayed back for the rest of that period. So my first 6 or 7 years of my career was as a defender. So I sort of knew the basics, if that makes sense. The difference is that we were really, really bad back then. Used to get a lot of goals kicked on us, and I get a lot of goals kicked on me. So it was actually a much easier transition to do it this time. You know, those guys cover a lot of mistakes. The team covers a lot of mistakes. So it was probably a bit easier transition at the start. It's just been a fun year. That was sort of my goal for this year, was to have the most fun season of my career, and that didn't matter if I was playing AFL or VFL. It was just to enjoy every minute of it. I've tried to make the most of all the good things and all the bad things. So times when I used to wake up and think about how sore I was, or if I wasn't playing well, I'd look at the negative side of that. And now I'm kind of thinking, well, how good would it be to be able to do, how good is it to be able to do this as a job and play footy? So I'm trying to just look at the fun side of all of it and not get too weighed down about any of the tough sides of playing football.
Is there anything that kick-started that change in mindset?
Probably just getting towards the end. Playing for a long time, playing in the worst sides, playing in the best sides. I feel lucky that I've seen both ends of it, and they're all exciting. Even when we were the worst team in the league and we won 2 games, I was still rapt to just be playing AFL footy at that stage. So yeah, it was probably just the realisation that, yeah, not going to play for that much longer, and why go out feeling bitter about it all or being disappointed, go and enjoy it.
How do you see this group going in 2024? You've seen it up and down, like you said. What's the faith in this group? I'm sure there's a lot of it.
Yeah, look, I think we're always biased when we're talking about our own team, but I see that our very best, I think, is still the best. We just probably haven't played to the level I know we are capable of, and we've done in patches here or there. Against Brisbane, it was way off, and then the 2 weeks before that, we were going well, but we haven't put it all together yet. And even in the year when we won the grand final, we really didn't put it together until late in the season. So it doesn't dishearten me that we're not playing our best footy now, and the fact that we've won 4 games and lost 2, even not playing our best, is actually a really positive thing. And I think days like today at training, we got a chance to a longer break to put into action some of the things that are just holding us back a little bit. So if we keep building and getting better through the year, I think our best is really up there.
It must be nice to obviously work alongside those stalwarts like Jake Lever, Stephen May, but how good is it to work alongside Blake Howes, Judd McPhee, like these young guns?
It's so good. I love hanging out with those boys. They're just so funny. There's like 6 or 7 of those boys: Van Rooyen, Judd, Housey, who else? All that sort of group that got drafted together are just hilarious. So I love trying to hang out with them and pretending I'm still a 21-year-old again sometimes.
And it must be exciting, as you said, you know, potentially coming towards the end of your career, to see that next level of, you know, Demon Spirit coming into the club.
Yeah, well, I sort of look back when I started. You take the positions of the guys who went before you, like we had Frawley and Rivers, and pretty soon myself and Stevie will be gone, Max will be gone, and the guys who are coming through will sort of replace. And it's, you know, it's the way it sort of goes. It's sad when you're on the way up, but it's exciting to see the guys who you work with. It's good to see those guys get better each week.